of the Making Stories podcast. I'm Hanna, your host for today. And as always, I'm joined by my wonderful friend and colleague, Claire. Hi, Claire.
Hello.
Whee! Guys, this is a record for us. It's like 20 minutes past the time that we set to record. I think this is the first time that we managed to actually set everything up and get everything going within the first half hour.
And I didn't get feedback this time. Normally by this point, I'm like, why is it not working?
True. And then our energy is like, boo, and we're like, and we want to make good podcast episodes that you enjoy watching. So thank you so much for tuning in again. This is a podcast about knitting, especially about sustainable knitting and all of the things that are happening here at Making Stories. We have a couple of really nice works in progress to share with you today. A little yarn introduction plus a giveaway. And we're going to talk about our winter celebration, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Ooh, before we dive into that, though, I have to compliment you on your sweater. It's gorgeous.
Thank you. I've been wearing it a lot. And I just realized, oh, hello, come up then. I haven't blocked it yet. I only thought I put it on again today, and Tilly's asking to come up. Come on then, don't dilly dally. There you go. Oh, you're wet. Yeah, I haven't blocked it yet today at all. So I need to do that. But I kind of say it kind of looks really good, even though it hasn't been blocked. So I'm kind of just going with it at the moment. I'm just going to keep wearing it.
It looks really good. I might need to take my cardigan off. In fact, I'm actually going to take it off now because I'm really warm. This is the time of the year where I, start pulling out all my knitwear. But because I'm usually really quite warm and our apartment is quite warm, like I put something on and then 5 minutes later, I would have to take it off.
Yeah, I get the same. It depends. It's really chilly here most days, but now it's gone warm again. And so it's kind of gone a bit humid and rainy. So I keep putting my woolens on and then being like, oh, I'm a bit warm. And then when it goes really, really cold, we've been putting, because we've got a wood stove in the basement, which basically heats the whole house. We have like a heat pump as well back there, but that's basically it. We don't have any kind of central heating. And I moved my workroom down to the basement. And the other day I was like, oh, this is going to be so cozy. It's going to be so nice. The stove's going. And within half an hour, I was like, oh, God. I was like,
what's happening here?
It's like November. Is it still November? It's still November.
No.
You're watching this.
It's December.
It's December. Wait, is it December today?
Yep, it's December 1st.
Oh, yeah.
The day that we're recording.
Yay, happy December, everyone. I know what I'm doing, I promise. Yeah, so it's like
he's like, bye. I'm out of here.
So I was like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. I'm leaving. Yeah, and I was working in like a t-shirt the other day, so it's very odd.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. That's what it is. All right. What do we want to start with?
Why don't we start with what's on your needles, maybe? Because that's always fun. Let's dive straight into knitting things.
All right. I have two things. And the first thing that I'm going to show you actually piggybacks on what we were just talking about, your beautiful sweater, because I made some progress on my petiole.
Yay.
So that's, by the way, the sweater, the beautiful sweater that Claire is wearing is Petiole by Stephanie Erb from our issue 3. It was going to be our Making Stories summer project. We both really wanted to knit it, and then it didn't happen in the summer. Claire finished hers a while ago, and I had put it on. No, I didn't put it on hiatus, but I don't really know why I was knitting on it. I just was knitting on it for a little while, and then once you had finished yours, I was like, ooh, I'm really going to get back into this. And the last time that like yarn management issues here. The last time that you saw my petiole, the pattern that I just mentioned, Stephanie Herb, issue 3, I think I probably was about here. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I had already divided for the sleeve. I think I might have already divided for the sleeve. But look how much knitting I got done. It's like
good.
I finished both sleeves. I don't really know. Well, I know what happened. So my beloved partner and my beloved child went away for 4 days. It was the first time that I had a little vacation to myself since Oren was born, and all I did was sit and knit. I also worked, but then I sat and knit, and so that's when I finished the sleeves. The reason why I finished the sleeves first is because I was quite scared that I was going to be running out of yarn. So this yarn is the absolutely beautiful Stolen Stitches Nuance Sport. It's a merino yak linen blend, and the colorway that I'm knitting this in is I'm blanking on the colorway name.
Oh, yours was, oh no, it wasn't Frog on the Wall. That's the yellow.
No, it's not Frog on the Wall. That's the original one.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up and I'll pop it at the bottom.
Yeah. So and I'm head over heels in love with that color.
It's gorgeous.
Really, really, really like it. And I had ordered a skein extra, a skein more than what the pattern originally called for. But because my gauge was super off, so I'm knitting this on 4.5 millimeter needles, which is 2 needle sizes bigger than what the pattern calls for, in a size 4, because that's the only way that I could somehow get close to something that was with the ease that I envisioning wearing this. I was really scared that I would be running out of yarn. So I thought, well, I really like cropped sweaters. I don't mind having the body cropped. But I wanted long sleeves. And so once I had finished the first skein, sort of after the sleeve divide, I then picked up the sleeves and finished both sleeves. And I did the classic tapered version that's sort of written in the pattern. So that's how you can, you see that. Claire did a modification on the sleeves. Maybe you can show your sleeve again because it looks really cool.
So I did kind of, my hands get quite, actually no, my hands don't get warm, but I get like, I kind of like having some air at the wrists. So I kind of did mine. So they just kind of stopped here. Is that called bracelet length? I think that's like a thing, but I didn't want them really long, but I actually did mine like a slight balloon sleeve. I didn't increase out for it at all. I literally just knit them straight. I didn't do any shaping at all in the sleeves, and then I decreased over 2 rows right at the end. I think I talked about it in a previous one, and now I can't remember what I did. I think I did knit two together all the way around, and then I repeated that on the next row. I don't think I had the exact number of stitches at the end to make that work out evenly, but I just kind of went for it. And it worked out perfectly. I'm really happy with the sleeves. So they took up quite a lot of yarn though, because I think on this sleeve, I got to here and completely ran out of yarn. And I ended up taking my swatch apart and spit slicing all the pieces of yarn because I chopped into it already. But no, and it worked perfectly, and I'm really happy with the sleeves. So I think it's quite a crop version. But I like the tapered look as well. I really like
and I kept thinking of you when I was knitting that, because I remember you saying in one of the previous podcast episodes that you think that one of the reasons why there was a bit of yarn sticking at the end with your sweater was because you hadn't decreased. And I think that's really true, because, like if you're just imagining the triangle, if I hadn't decreased at all, like if I had just knit straight, that's a lot of fabric, which means it's a lot of yarn, and that times 2. So I was pleasantly surprised, because by the time that I had finished both sleeves, I still had the majority of the skein that I started for the second sleeve, And I still have one entire skein in that basket over there. So now I'm just knitting my way through the body. It comes with waist shaping. I mean, you can totally omit the waist shaping if that's not your thing, but I quite like it. So I've done the decreases in the waist shaping. I'm on the increasing part, and I'm just gonna knit and then see. I might have to do a little bit of math to see how long I can knit before I need to start the ribbing, because I really want the ribbing to be as long as on the cuffs. I really like that.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with it. And now that I haven't picked this up in a little while, now that I'm looking at this again, I think this might actually need to jump back into, well, no, I have a lot of sample knitting still to do, but like once I'm done with the sample knitting, I'll get back to this.
Oh, you definitely
happy
should.
About it.
And then we can both wear them at the same time and be super cool.
Yeah. Oh, I love this so much.
I love it. I love that colour as well. I'm kind of glad because we were both choosing our colours, and this was kind of out of my comfort zone colour-wise, and you picked a whole different... What colour did you pick first? I can't remember. Weren't you going for more of a red?
Yeah, I was going for like a brick red.
Yeah, which was beautiful as well. And we both kind of ended up with slightly different colours to what we normally go for, which is kind of fun, because I'll be honest, this has now become one of my favourite things in my wardrobe, colour-wise. And I remember when I got the yarn, because it looked very different in person than it did on the internet. So when it arrived, I was kind of like, ooh, I don't know, it's pretty, but I don't know if that's something that I would wear very much. And I've worn it to death. So it just goes to show it's good to get out of your comfort zone colour-wise.
Oh, good. That is very true. Alrighty. My second work in progress is actually a little sample that I'm knitting. So you might recall that we started sharing bits and pieces of our kits collection in the last 2 episodes. So for everyone who hasn't watched that yet, so towards the end of January, we'll be releasing a digital collection filled with baby and kids patterns. So it's going to be 8 patterns, a range of garments, accessories, and other little things. And all of the sort of garment accessory patterns, they'll be sized from newborn up to 6 years. So it's really a baby and kids collection. We had originally scheduled the photo shoot for this for the summer, and then COVID happened and we had to rejig our plans a little bit. So we pushed back the kids collection to its new release date at the beginning of next year. And that also meant that we had to push back our photo shoot. Now, babies grow fast, and my little one really likes to eat. So he's outgrown his samples. Well, so that's what happened. So it's fine, because it's actually nice. I get to knit them a second time. I'm doing like a couple of tweaks to the patterns again now that I'm knitting them a second time, and it's actually really fun because I still enjoy knitting them. So it's like it's good. But yeah, a little glimpse behind the scenes of things that happen. So one of the samples that I'm currently working on is for a little cardigan pattern. And I thought I would show that today.
Oh, it looks so nice. Oh, I'm
in love with this. I kind of want to have a grown-up version of this, just because I'm in love with the yarn. Don't worry, it's going to be overlapping here. It's just that this is curled under because there's no button band yet. So this is a sweet top-down raglan cardigan, worked mostly in stockinette, but then it will have these little cable details running down the sleeves and sort of fake seams here, and a really cool button band construction that I'm really happy with.
I'm excited for that. When you told me about the button band, it was kind of a little bit, I'm going to try that. I can't wait to try that because that's a fun.
It's really cool. Yeah. And you know what? That is one of the tweaks that I'm going to be adding to the pattern now, because I think there's an even easier version than what I had originally intended for it. So Marina, our tech editor, kind of got me on the right track there. And I think like I'll try if what I see, what I want to do, if that works with this sample, then I'm going to add it into the pattern. So
that's
it's very mysterious.
I'm excited for that.
It's a really cool technique. So yeah. And I'm just in love with the yarn. So this is in Dererung Natura Julis, their fingering weight yarn, which is one of my favorite yarns of all times, because it's so light and so soft. It's perfect for baby knits. So yay!
I love that yarn. It's so nice.
Yeah. Also, if you're asking why we're not referring to any of these with names, it's because they don't have names yet. We're going to do something about that in January.
Yeah, we're going to do something fun about it, because I'll be honest, I'm horrible at naming patterns.
Me too.
It takes me forever to come up with something. So we'll do something quite fun and make it a community thing, and it'll be nice.
Yeah. So those are the two things that are that I wanted to share with you today. Nice. What do you have on your needles?
Well, I'm terrible. I don't actually have a making stories project on my needles at the moment, and that's
fine. This is not just about making stories projects. It's also about other patterns.
Well, exactly. But normally, because I'm not just saying that, I genuinely love the patterns we have. I normally have something on my needles that's making stories, but I just finished doing all the samples for the kids collection. So because I'm in Canada, I had to really make sure that they were in Berlin ready for the photo shoot. Mm-hmm. So I kind of, over the past few weeks, knitted like a little demon to make sure it was done. And
very beautiful things. You guys can be excited for them.
Well, we got there in the end. I'm not gonna lie, there were a few moments of, oh God, what is this? This is horrendous. But I got there in the end, and they got shipped off and arrived. Let's see, it's Tuesday. Did they only arrive yesterday? We're filming this on Tuesday, and we're going to be releasing it in 2 days. So you're watching this on release day. It's now Thursday. So they only just got there. So my needles have kind of been a little bit more free. But I showed you last time my surprise sweater that I unearthed from a project bag. If you didn't see last time's podcast, I basically tidied things up and moved my workroom and found a whole sweater that I cast on. I think it was back in February. It was snowing, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna knit like a cozy winter sweater, knit an entire yoke," and then got busy and it got hibernated. So and then I forgot about it. So I was really excited and surprised to find this lurking. I'd knit up to about there on the yoke. And yeah, so I got that bad boy.
You made a lot of progress on that.
It's very chunky yarn. I think so. It's a worsted weight yarn. This is BC Garn Hamilton #1. So it's 100% wool. And it's really nice. It's like a heather grey, this color. Just gonna see if you can see that at all. I've had to put my if the colors are washing out, I'm really sorry. I had to put I've got a ring light. It's basically night here. It's so dark. It's really weird. I turn on all the fairy lights that we put on, and my ring light try and get a bit of light in. But yeah, I got a lot done. I got to separate the body and the sleeves, and I'm doing like sometimes I don't do waist shaping. I like a boxy fit. But I decided with this one, I'm just going to knit it as is. This is the Fern and Feather pattern by Jennifer Steinglass, Knit Love Wool on Instagram. And I'm having a really nice time knitting it, especially now I'm just at the stockinette part as well. And I find if you do follow the waist shaping, because I'm terrible at being like, I'm just going to knit straight, it does make it go a lot quicker as well, though, which makes sense. Yeah. And I'm going to resist the urge to crop it because I'm pretty sure I'll be wearing this sweater a lot for taking Tilly on walks and for being around the house and kind of because that's basically what we're doing these days. Normally I make my knits to, you know, so if I'm going out and I'm wearing high-waisted jeans, which I wear a lot, or a skirt and things, but honestly I'm not going out anywhere. We're in lockdown again here in Nova Scotia, so we don't really go out, and I end up wearing leggings a lot, so I'm kind of like adjusting my knits accordingly. And I think with this one I want it to cover my bum a bit, because a lot of my knits don't, so
Yep. Yep, I can very much relate to that.
Yeah.
And leggings is I'm trying to justify buying a third pair of black leggings. My current justification for having two is that one is always in the wash, because I have a kid who likes to learn how to eat, which is amazing, but also there's like food on all my clothes. So yeah, but leggings are good.
I love leggings.
And like
the super
and that sweater, I think it's gonna be really nice. I also honestly just like that look, not even just for staying home, but like pair of leggings and then like a chunky like worsted weight color work sweater.
Yes, I agree. And you know what, it's funny, there was a time when that's all I wore, would have been leggings and like a long knit top or something, or something like that. And then I guess over the past couple of years, I think since I moved to Canada as well, and sometimes you need a couple more layers if you're venturing outdoors than leggings, or your legs will freeze. I've kind of got away from that, but now we're just in the house and we're not really going anywhere. It's like, what can I wear that feels like I'm in my pajamas? But if someone comes to the door, I'm not in pajamas, because that's happened a few times when people have delivered things. I've been in my like full-blown white fuzzy pajamas with skiers on and like luminous things, and they're like, "Ooh, okay." But who cares, babe? I don't care though. I like my pajamas. So yeah, that's one thing that I've got on my needles at the moment. And I actually over the weekend cast on something new, which is a hat. I got a delivery of yarn from Amanda from Prado de Lana, and it's gorgeous. So this is Amanda's own yarn. It's already skeined up, and she sent me these two lovely colors. Very Claire so colors. Nice. They're like the ultimate Claire colors. So I'm knitting a hat at the moment. I'm doing a hat version of one of my other designs. So, and all I've got done so far is the brim, but it's got like the little pop of color on the edge. So yeah, hat brims take me forever. I don't know if this is anyone else, but I like my hat. I like a doubled over hat brim. I find, we've talked about this before, my big head likes to push hats off. So if I don't have a doubled over brim, like it's fine sometimes, like I knit multitudes and that's fine, like because it's quite a deep hat. But if I don't, my head just like ejects them. So I like a good 4-inch brim on a hat, but I'm a really slow knitter and it takes me forever to do. So that was the weekend and I had to rip it back a couple of times because I didn't like my cast on. So I feel like I've been knitting 1x1 twisted rib forever. But we're there now. So later on tonight, if I have time, I'm going to be getting to the fun stuff, and there's some cables, there's some bubbles, and it should be fun. So we'll see. But yeah, that's what I've got on my needles at the moment. I've got some head plans for maybe a pair of socks soon or something. Ooh, I'm supposed to knit my husband a sweater. I just
we keep coming back to this topic. We had this in the last episode. Like,
ooh. I know, I forgot about it again. He mentioned that the other day. Okay, next time I see you, I might have started a sweater for my husband. Oh, he'll be fine. He got one already, so like a couple of years ago, and he still wears it, so he's good. He's good for now. But yeah, that was my other plan to
Nice. we have a couple of announcements. I think the first one that I want to start with is that if you watched the last episode, you might have seen this already. If not, these sweet little project bags are in the shop now, and I need to roll back a little bit so that you can actually see it. Is this?
It's a little blurry still.
Not focusing. Hello, camera. Please focus. Please focus.
Yeah, maybe you need to take it closer.
Yeah.
I think you've got the thingy on.
I think I need to switch the thingy off again.
I'll maybe what I'll do as well is we've got some lovely photos of it, so I'll just overlay a little photo there so everyone can see the details.
Okay. This also just should have been like a really sweet, quick announcement. So we got these little 100% cotton project bags printed with this beautiful illustration that we call The Knitter by one of our favorite illustrators, Caroline Fred. They're in the shop now. So if you like them, head over there and grab one of these. Speaking of announcements, we are coming up like really close to Christmas, which also means last order dates are coming up really, really quickly. So these are also all on the website, but just in case you were thinking about ordering something from us. So for deliveries in non-European countries, non-EU countries, the last order date is December 6th, this Sunday. For orders delivered to EU countries, it's December 13th, and for orders delivered to Germany, it's December 16th. So those are the last order dates. And then after the December 16th deadline, we won't be shipping anything out anymore because we'll be going on Christmas break or our annual winter break. So the shop will still stay open. But if you want to get something, before the holidays or over the holidays, please place your order before December 16th. Yeah. So that was the one announcement. And then do we want to talk winter celebration first or the yarny thing?
Do the yarny thing first and I'll talk about the winter celebration.
Alrighty. Okay. So we are really, really excited to share this with you. By the time that this episode will air, I think pre-orders for this yarn are open already. So you know that all of the yarns that we focus on are sustainably sourced, and one portion of the sustainability part is breed-specific yarns, and we both have a sweet spot for them. If you don't know what breed-specific yarns are, Claire has written a fantastic blog post all about that. And there are a couple of yarn companies that have been doing sort of limited batches, especially with endangered breeds. And the yarn that we're going to talk about today is one of those yarns. Sorry, I got distracted by Tilly there for a moment.
Sorry, she's
by the time, like I said endangered breeds, and like Tilly jumps up on the sofa. So this is a limited edition yarn by Stonewool, and this is from a sheep breed that I had not heard of before. It's the Gulf Coast native. It's U.S. American. Well, it's not U.S. Can a sheep be U.S. American? I don't think so. But this is all. So all the fleeces are sourced in the U.S. and they're also spun up in the U.S. and they're gorgeous. Like the yarn is absolutely stunning. It's a DK weight. I'm going to look at the tag here. So it's approximately 265 yards, 240 meters on 100 grams. And it's spun up as a 2-ply. And it's really nice and lofty. Like just super squishy. Smells super sheepy.
It does.
I love it.
So nice. Gorgeous. It's I'd never heard of this breed before. Excuse me. And so I was really excited to get my mitts on it and try it. And And yeah, if you're interested in like a little overview of breed specific yarns, I'll link the original blog post that we did below. But we also have, as we hit live on this podcast, there's another interview on our blog with Pam Allen, who helped create this yarn, where she talks all about the breed, because there's so much information on there that I can't even begin to try and relay here, because she's very passionate about breed specific yarns, and it's a fantastic interview. So if you're interested in reading more about Pam's journey with breed specific yarns and with the Gulf Coast native the Gulf Coast national native this yarn, please go and give it a read. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, please go give it a read, because it's a fantastic interview with Pam, and it was super generous of her to. It was one of those where it's like, I'll send you a bunch of questions and just send me your answers, and it kind of quickly went into just like a lovely essay on Pam's relationship with breed specific yarns, which was really sweet. So yeah, I'll link that below if you want to give it a read.
It's a fantastic article, and I think breed specific yarns is something that, you know, as you progress, or as I progress like further on my journey into everything sustainability, now I can't talk anymore, sustainability and knitting related, you know, like I have a sweet spot in my heart for breed specific yarns. It's not always possible, and it's also not, because usually, you know, like that's why it's like breed specific, you know, it's often just really small batches, and because the amount of fleece is limited, so it's just really something, there's just something really super, I don't know, super special to me about someone like Pam Allen, who's so passionate about this and takes it upon herself to dig deeper into especially endangered breeds and how we can help them, and how we can help make the fleeces that they grow into beautiful yarn like this, that we as knitters in turn can make into other beautiful things. So as you might see, I have two skeins here. One is for me, but one is for you. So this is a 100-gram skein that would be perfect for a hat. This is probably what I'm gonna be using mine for. As I said, it's a DK weight. It's really warm and lofty and airy. So I think this will make for a really beautiful, perfectly, you know, like perfectly warm cabled winter hat or something like that. And we thought, as a sweet little thank you to you, because it's episode 5, and you know, we really appreciate every single one of you who watches these podcasts and leaves us comments. We will keep this giveaway exclusive to YouTube, so you can win one of these, well, this skein of Gulf Coast native yarn from Stonewool. The giveaway is open to all international and national, basically everywhere in the world. No matter where you are, you can win this skein. Carrie, what do people have to do in order to win this?
Oh, we didn't even talk about that. We just got excited about a giveaway.
I wasn't sure if you had maybe come up with a plan. If not, I have a little idea what, you know. So, because we're nearing the winter break, or like in the Northern Hemisphere where we both are, we're nearing the winter break. I'm starting to think about all things that I really like about these upcoming ones. You know, for me, it's like making hot mulled apple juice. You say mulled apple juice in English? I don't even know.
Yeah, mulled
because I don't drink alcohol, but it's like really like that, and lighting all the candles and all of the things. So I thought it would be fun to ask you what your favorite thing about this upcoming winter season, or this upcoming holiday season, is. And all you have to do in order to be entered into the giveaway is just leave a little comment down below. Tell us what is one of the things that you really look forward to doing in the next few weeks or months. And then we'll pick a winner before the next podcast episode that airs in 2 weeks, and we'll announce the winner in the podcast. Does that sound good?
That's a great idea. Well done.
Yay! So yeah, huge thank you and shout out also to Pam Allen and Stonewool for sending us this beautiful yarn and for coming onto the blog for a wonderful interview, as Claire said. That's going to be linked in the down bar below. Yay!
Yay, that's fun. So should we talk about the winter celebration?
Yes, let's talk.
This. It started today, so I actually got up early and well, I didn't get up early. I just posted earlier than usual to get the ball rolling. So our winter celebration started. You may already know a bit about it if you're on our newsletter, or I talked about it on Instagram a little bit in the last couple of days. Basically, winter's going to be kind of weirder than usual, and we were just trying to think of a way to, I don't know, be a bit jolly, kind of bring everyone together, be a bit silly. It's going to be a bit silly, but just have some fun together, basically. So between the 1st of December, today, I knew that, and December the 14th, we're going to be not giving any away something every day. There are going to be giveaways, but it's kind of just going to be like a little surprise or a gift or something from us or someone in the community every day. It's going to be super light, super fun, and yeah, just a way to come together and celebrate the winter a little bit, seeing as, you know, we can't all meet up and we can't get together with loved ones like we'd like to. We're just going to have some fun. So today I got the ball rolling over on Instagram and on our website. So that's the main thing to take away from it, that yes, it's going to be in our stories on Instagram, but if you're not on Instagram or you're not going near Instagram at the moment, I know a lot of people like to take social media breaks. You can also find it over on our website. I'm going to put the links below to where you can find that. And you can also sign up for the mailing list that's specifically for it. So this will be not a spammy mailing list at all. It literally will run between the 1st and the 14th. You will get an email every day just letting you know what today's gift or present or giveaway or weird thing is. And yeah, and you just get it straight into your inbox. So all the links are below if you want to check it out on Instagram, if you want to check it out on our website, or if you want to sign up to the mailing list. And it's just going to be really fun. And there's some really nice gifts and treats from people along the way. So I hope you'll join us for some fun.
Yeah, really, like, people do join us. It's our little way of saying thank you for supporting us in such a difficult year. I mean, without you, we couldn't have made it here. And we thought, you know, it would be nice to give something back, and not just like a little one-time thing, but in a season that is, I think, for a lot of us, really different and often difficult this year, be it because, like in Nova Scotia or in Germany, we're in lockdown again, or be it because our holiday plans have to look very different, maybe not seeing family or friends or loved ones this year. You know, we thought it would be nice to just give you a little something every day from us to you, just a little something that hopefully puts a smile on your face. So depending on what your, you know, preferred medium to participate is, you can either, as Claire said, sign up for the email list, or you can check back our website every day, or you can check on Instagram every day for the little something that's from us to you. And yeah, I have to give all of the credit for this to Claire, because she came up with this beautiful, beautiful idea and has planned it all the way through. And I'm so excited because even I don't know all of the surprises. So it's also going to be really nice for me, just, you know, like checking the website or Instagram every day and be like, ooh, what's, you know, behind the little window today?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I love things like that. And I'm going to apologize in advance. I tried to draw on things that kind of traditions and stuff that kind of is personal to people. And one of the things that happens a lot in our house are truly horrendous jokes and riddles. So I thought it'd be fun for some, because we do have a couple of giveaways along the way. Today on December the 1st, is just a little giveaway to start everything off. And I thought, instead of just asking people questions and thingies and getting, so I thought it'd be good if they were truly horrendous jokes or riddles. So I apologize in advance for that. But that was just,
don't apologize. I think it's awesome.
It's going to be silly, but it's going to be good, and just keeping everything light. And if you're watching this and you too enjoy a terrible, silly joke as I do, please feel free to share with me, because I always love to hear a ridiculous joke.
Wonderful.
I don't know why. So please feel free to share. And yeah, I'm excited to see you all over there, wherever you happen to land for the winter celebration.
Me too. I think that's also everything for today. We'll be back here one last time this year in 2 weeks in the podcast format. And then it's almost 2021. What?
What a weird year. I've never known a year to drag and fly by simultaneously. It's bizarre.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It's crossed next year 2021 might bring a bit more something. I'm not planning ahead at all though. We'll take it a day at a time, eh?
I think that's good advice.
Yeah.
So lovely. Just to recap, if you want to win this beautiful skein of Gulf Coast native yarn, just leave us a comment down below. Tell us what your favorite thing about this upcoming season is. And we'll draw a winner before the next episode. And all of you lovelies, stay safe. We send all our love to you, no matter where you are and when you're watching this. If you liked what you saw, hit the thumbs up button so we know that you liked it. It's always nice to receive, positive feedback. It's also nice to receive constructive, not so positive feedback. So if you have anything that you didn't like, just leave a comment down below and we'll address it. And I think that's everything from me today. Claire, anything else?
Nothing else for me. Just have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Bye, love.
Bye.